Now we are off to Talkeetna, guys, to catch the train home. It says I've got a door ajar. Let me check it. I did. All right. We're now Talkeetna bound. Catch the train home. Raven ahead of me. Nope, don't go on the road. Don't go. Thank you very much, Mr. Raven. Morning, Alaska cut the cord. Morning, Scott. Morning, cordless tool. I'm glad I wasn't going fast enough for you there, Chevy. Doing freaking 70 and you're going by me at 80. Have a great day. Morning, P&J. Oh my God, that thing makes that thing bounce more. What's going on, Ed? I gotta see if I can mount this thing better so you guys don't bounce so bad. I'm gonna make somebody dizzy. Give me a second. If you're talking to me, Boot Knife, I have to be up early to get the train home. I'm gonna be back up to Talkeetna pretty quick. There we go. Just 3 days, Ed? God, we had wind for, well, if it's dying now today, it would make about 5 days for us at our place. Morning, Paul Davis. D&J, Seashell. You guys have a totally different view with the sun going in a different direction now. You know, it's sun going in a different direction, but from a different direction. Yeah, where I'm at, last cordless tool, it's 0. I think I'm south. Yeah, I'm glad it wasn't windy when you were out of the machine there, Ed. Hello, Deep South Alabama. And there's the city line for Willow, or town line for Willow. Quite nice out this morning. I haven't talked to Sarah yet. She sent me a couple of texts asking about it. It's not the Airbnb yet. And they said I was leaving in 5 minutes, and she was happy. Yes, it is, Paul and Jason. And unfortunately, the truck picked it up and I couldn't shut it off on the speaker. So sorry if the audio is a little grainy coming through the truck microphone. Hopefully we'll see a moose today. Did not see a moose at all driving to and from Talkeetna yesterday to get the mail. Well, we got a bunch of people in here this morning. It is Ashley. I think it is besides DOT truck. I don't know what you mean, am I Ethereum? Oh, that sucks, Ed. Hopefully it starts coming out more now that we're in March. Thank you, P&J. Give Daryl a beat. Friend of mine lives in that little cabin there. When it's nice and clear like this, and the sun behind me, you should get a nice view of Denali as we come up to Parks Highway. I can see it already. No, that's not Denali. It's what is it? Forster? Or Porter? Got my coffee. Good to go. Morning, Troy. When I go to load this all into the tote at the train depot, I'll probably shut it off for a few minutes. Some of the folks at the depot might not want to get a picture taken and be on YouTube. Got a solar farm on the right hand side. I'm surprised they don't have people out there wiping them all down, getting all the snow out. That one's bent a little bit. Oh, nice, Paul. I'd love to get a couple apple trees, but where we're at, you got to graft them to crab apple tree bases to get them to grow, and it's extremely difficult to get the grafting taken. There are apple trees up here. People have managed to get them established in certain places. I do have to run into Moore's. I got to get a couple shims, finish off the barrel. Oops, camera's tilting away. I don't know why it's doing that. There we go. Nope. Yeah, it's gonna be difficult on me today. See. Hey, Tiffany. And don't forget, guys, here in a couple of weeks, we're going to have our big live with Alone in Alaska Cut the Cord on St. Patty's Day. Now we'll be stopping at noon. New day, Howie. Now I'm heading back to Talkeetna to catch the train home. Yep, there's actually quite a few areas where there's a lot of fruit trees, Roy. Or Paul, sorry. Here, give you guys more of a head-on look. Yeah, something like that. I would not own an electric car. There's Newman's again. I'm glad I'm coming through here today and not tomorrow. You did a rod start. Adam, Phyllis, are you guys going to do live from the start of the race tomorrow at all? There you go. Now you can see Denali. No, I don't think that's Denali. It might be one of the other ones. I know it is. Well, happy YouTubers there, Tiffany. Always filming something. And unfortunately, my video still did not upload, so when I get home this afternoon, I will upload it. I know at the house with the Starlink, it only take a few minutes to upload. Your internet at that Airbnb was not the best. And I found out why they're using a system where basically where they have one point and another point, and it projects the Wi-Fi to the areas they want it to go, and you have a receiver, transmitter on one end and a receiver on the other end that bounces signal back and forth over longer distances. Probably something I might want to invest in for the property for the rental cabins. No, I don't do fast food, Howie. It's right here. It's negative 13 Fahrenheit. Hey, Miss Monica. Sorry, now it's down to 14. Negative 14. No, I left the Tundra, Scandic down at the trail. I'll ride that back up to the house. No, it's not bad, Howie. Oh, I bet you did, Ed. Nope, I don't do Taco Bell. Closest I got to Taco Bell was I did get a couple burritos from Three Bears over on Pittman. 2016 F-150. The closest thing I get to fast food is I'll go to get a coffee and a couple donuts over at Krispy Kreme. Kind of like a Tim Hortons. I will give you Canadian that. You are blasting that, of course. I do like Tim Hortons when I lived up in Canada there, Howie. I think they do that to everybody. That's why I'm picky where I eat them. All right. We're into the 65 zone, speeded up time. Right? That's the Alaskan poop signal there. Alaskan Dog Center on the left. It's owned by a friend of mine, Kale. Good food, nice lodging, and he has his dog kennel in there for mushing. He's going to be a busy guy for the next couple of days covering the race. Oh, that's a shame, Monica. Yeah, Stu last night. I didn't read all that all the way yet. I don't know. I don't stay in motels. I use Airbnbs. Generally because they're cleaner. But that is not always the case. I have been in a few of them that were pretty bad. And then you leave notes for the owners, and they get kind of pissy with you. But it is what it is. Yeah, you guys go this net views of Mountain Fowl. Beautiful morning. Little Willow Creek. Exactly, Howie. I don't know how they are up here in Alaska. We've only stayed at a hotel once, and that was when we came up to look at the property originally a number of years back. So I think we stayed at the Hilton or something like that down in Anchorage. That was pretty clean. But now we try to avoid Anchorage like the plague. When am I going to start raising bees? I've actually been thinking about it. I need to talk to a few people that keep bees in the northern climates to bounce an idea I have off my head on whether it can be done or not in a certain way. I want to, if I get a couple hives, I want to build like a glass building around them, kind of like a, what do you call it? Usually like a glass building around it, and keep them warm that way, but give them enough space to be able to come out and do their thing, because in the wintertime they'll come out and they'll fight and kill each other, stuff like that. And if what I think will work, at that point I'll look into getting some bees, because I do like my honey and I do like to make mead. I've only got a couple bottles of mead left, so I need to get some honey and make more. Just past Bigfoot Lake, or what I call Bigfoot Lake. I don't know what it is, what the name of the lake is. Ed probably knows. I try, Monica. Like I said, once I get on the train and starts rolling, I'll try to do a little bit of a live from that. You have fun with that, Monica. I'm sure I'm gonna have all kinds of chores to do when I get home because I know there's gonna be trees down after all that wind. That's all right. I need to get some more trees down for next year's wood. I'm trying to get a couple years ahead on the wood scene. Bye, Miss Monica. Thank you, Aurora Knight. It's nice not having much traffic on the road this early in the morning. Those that are new year, that is Denali in front of us. We're heading north on Parks Highway to Talkeetna so I can catch the Flagstaff train home. It is negative 16 right here. Hoping the scanning will start. It's just going up the house. And see Paul. Oh, come back and read that. I ran 800 hives of Italian bees back in the 70s and early 80s. Wow. Yeah, the cold center Florida do decimate them if they're not ready for it. That's why I'd like to find a way to overwinter them without a problem. Yeah. It will be tomorrow, Ed. Everybody starts packing in to go that race. Good morning, Rebecca. How's the image quality and the sound, guys? Wrap the hides with roofing felt, huh? Interesting. I don't know if the roofing felt would do much up here. Oh, I see a moose, but it's laying down and I can't turn the camera. It's off of one of the marshes over here. One moose, sorry, couldn't show you. Well, that's the nature of the beast on the truck. The roads are not all that smooth here. And with the mount I have, I gotta find a different mounting system. I'm using the pole mount system that Sarah got me for Christmas. Go pet it? I don't think so. You can go pet it. Well, I'll go pet it after somebody tranquilizes it. Hey, Madeline. Good to see you. How is it over in Europe today? Yeah, Aurora Night, I have to agree. Anchorage roads are horrid. But they're still bumpy a little bit here. I'd like to see if I can find some kind of base unit to put on that's got a gimbal on it to smooth it out. I'm sure I can find something or build something. Yeah, I kind of feel the same way. That's why we go into Anchorage as little as possible, maybe 2 to 3 times a year, if that. It's usually a Costco run. We're going to have to do one at the beginning of spring to try to find a decent mattress, unless we order one of the ones Matt A.K. was telling us about, the purple mattress. That mattress we spent the money on stinks. Not stinky, but it's sagging already. Probably start getting into construction zones here soon. Hey, Vito. How was Brazil this morning, my friend? Right? I agree, Aurora Nights. Oh, Matt is in here. Morning, Matt. Yeah, I agree, Aurora Nights. Genuine, we got to go into Anchorage. We're there early in the morning, and we're gone before the rush hour starts. Like I said, we generally just go into the Costco's off of Grom, right on the edge of town, get in and get out. And I found out something earlier today that I wish I would have known. The Bartman sent me a message or left a comment on one of the videos that they were up on Hatcher Pass yesterday. They said the road was open, and they said they had a blast up there. Within reason, Brenda. I could bring a certain amount of stuff on there. I mean, when we were moving up there, we looked like the Beverly Hillbillies with big plastic totes all stuffed and stuff overflowing. Yep, I call it a turn and burn, Aurora. Get in, get out, go home. Now, Brenda, anything that's construction related, things like that, they generally do not let us take on the train. I have a few things that they would consider construction today, but they won't give me a hard time. I've got a roll of PEX. I've got my new bandsaw, stuff like that. They won't give me a hard time about that. It's 2x4s, plywood, stuff like that. They don't like to bring it up. There's small items, like I brought some rolls of, what do you call it, ice and water sealed up. And I just put it in a plastic bag. If they can't see exactly what it is, they don't worry about it. Oh, I didn't know that, Paul. I haven't been watching the videos because I've been in town. Exactly, Aurora. I got one of the smaller Grizzly bandsaws, Ed. I think it holds a 62-inch blade. I've got to be able to pin down some wood to make my trim and stuff like that. And I got a couple other projects I'm going to need. My table saw is pretty much toast. And I like Grizzly products. I've been using them for a long time. Now we're going to get into the construction zones. There's the Sheep Creek Lodge. Coming down off my speed a little bit. So nice to see they're getting these bridges done for a change. I think they really have one left to do. Can't wait to get home and start tinking with that compound bow that I picked up. See if I can get proficient enough again to go on that hunt with Adam this late this summer. See if we can get a couple caribou. It's gonna take me some time. I got to get it restrung. I'll play with it for a little bit and get it restrung and go from there. Might have to do another sights on it. Sights that are on there are kind of old and not sure how they work. I need to check them real well. Yeah, moderators can drop links. Good morning, Lee. Yep, roads are clear. We haven't really had any snow in a while. A little bit of ice on the shoulder and in the middle, but not bad. Yeah, that's true. It is afternoon. It's 1 o'clock. Yes, I agree. You go get that, buddy. Gotta love impatient people. I'm doing the speed limit. He's gonna blow by me. All on a trailer at that. Yep, it is a beautiful day to travel, and I'll be home here within 5 hours. Sarah's at home actually, though, Lee. She has to stay home and keep the fire burning. Well, he's really home, but I don't know why people find it so necessary to speed like that. I miss showing you guys Dr. Seuss house again. I did find a couple links for it, and I will post them on the community tab. There's a young lady up here. She grew up in the bush, and she flies around Thanksgiving, and she does turkey bombs. Basically, people that live remote, she'll throw turkeys out of her airplane to people who live in the bush. And I've been chatting with a lot. It looks like we might get one next year, and if that's the case, it's gonna make a fun video for YouTube. But I know she did a flyover in the Dr. Seuss house in a helicopter recently. Not a problem, MP. You have a great day and walk those puppies. Or the puppy. Yes, it is sourdough. No, was not hit by a vehicle. He was out laying in the field, probably about 200 yards from the road. They sleep wherever they want to sleep. Yes, Ashley, I remember that episode, the Great Turkey Drop. Now, there's times, Lee, that you'll see the moose sleeping 10 feet from the road. That is good, MT, that he's full of energy at 15. What kind of dog is it? With a name like Baloo, you think it'd be a bear from India. You're not far from the spur. Thank you for dropping links there, Alaska Cut the Cord. Looks like everybody's predominantly going south this morning. Keeping busy, fellas. Keeping busy. And I appreciate the dinner the other night with you guys. Hey, Amy. Where have you been, stranger? You still on your tour? And this is the last bridge that's under construction. Nah, it's not really getting springish yet. We were in fall, spring. Now we're back to second winter. We see them laying down all the time up here. Oh, nice. You're in Idaho. That's good. You got a lot of video to upload. I get to editing. No, the snow's getting a little thin. We've had some warm days and some rain, so it kind of dropped the amount of snow that's on the ground a lot. You can see there's snow banks. Those are going to be higher than the actual snow, and they're not very tall. But it has been a light snowfall year. It'll loosen up a little bit, Amy. You know, and I'm not going to stop at Moore's because now that I have this saw, I can make my own shims. Later, PJ. And there's a moose right there on the side of the road. See it? Standing right there. Gotcha. Ah. There, now you guys saw the moose. Hopefully you saw it at least. Moose is probably going to try to cross the road here in a few minutes, knowing the moose. When they're standing on the snowbank, they're contemplating going across. Nope. Not until you come down and tranquilize it, Ed. You come down here, tranquilize it, I'll go pet it. I like all my bones intact and not broken up. You know, we're on the home stretch to get into Talkeetna now. Not far. Yeah, they are big, and that one wasn't super large either, Rebecca. Amy, the train ride's about half an hour, depending on the day. Yeah, I have seen them there too, Ed. Take it easy, sourdough. Oh, I haven't been to the Allagash Wilderness area in a long time. Used to do a lot of canoeing up in there. It is a beautiful day. I was looking at the forecast earlier. It looks like we're going to start clouding up again starting tomorrow. Been a nice little reprieve from not having to run the generator at all for the last week or so. Yep, that they do. Adam thought my truck had been getting licked by a moose the other day when he saw the side of it, but it was where I'd been rubbing on it trying to get in and out of the truck from my spot downtown. Call that an Alaskan car wash when they do lick it. And I don't think they don't use salt on the roads here though, do they yet? And this is the area that I may lose signal, so bear with me if I do. It will come back. Yeah, I didn't think they used salt up here. The signal moose. This is the clinic coming up. Left hand side, so that sign is there. Now, if I do a live drive like this in the future, in the summertime, this will all look totally different. It is so green, it's crazy. Keep the dust down, yeah. Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. Yeah, they're plowing the side of the walking trail over there. The oh, I can't remember what the hell that thing's called. My dad had one of the damn things. Grader. Yeah, there's a good view of Denali. Yep, Answer Creek, Question Lake. Yeah, that area does have bad connection. I've kept 2 bars, so we're about halfway down the spur. I think we just passed mile marker 6 a minute ago. Bye, Amy. Enjoy your jaunt around the countryside. Can't wait to see some of the videos. And unfortunately, when I get home, I've got to restart my sourdough because it went bad because it wasn't getting fed in town. And when we had guests up, so I've got to redo a whole batch. It'll only take a couple of days. Nah, no nuclear bases around this part. I think that's owned by a loan or something like that. No, not 5 hours to drive. 5 hours till I get to the house. I've only got about another 10 minutes of driving, and then I've got to wait for the train. No, I did not put it in the fridge, Amy. That was my mistake. Vito, the big mountain you keep seeing, the really tall one, is Mount Denali, the tallest mountain in North America. I've got to find a different jar to keep it stored in, Amy. I had in a really tall one that had a wide mouth, and I've got to find a shorter one with a wide mouth. Nope, somebody went off the road. He's been there a little while. It's a Subaru. You'll also see Forester or Foraker and Hunter mountains. They're to the left of Denali from this viewpoint. And I do not know which one's which. Still learning about the mountains. Occasionally you might be able to see horse tooth, or moose tooth, sorry. I don't know why I thought horse tooth. I don't need a single girl. I got my girl. There's Fish Lake coming up on the right. And the same car was there, so he must have broke down. So am I, Lake. There's somebody out walking their dogs on the lake. Still a little windy here. You know, somebody with their side by side and tracks on it. Somebody walking their dog there. No, I don't think I'll ever run out of trees. Yep, I've got to make another sourdough starter, Lee. Now that I know how to do it, it's not bad. Sarah's been enjoying the sourdough English muffins that I make. Got that recipe from Ed from Mountain Mariner. Basically not a recipe, but he told me what to mix into it to make them. They come out pretty good. Thank you for that, Ed. Yeah, it's really not that bad. Time consuming at times. Yeah, that's kind of what happened with mine too. We had guests, get back-to-back guests, so it was kind of just forgot about and didn't put it in the fridge. If I had just remembered to keep feeding it, it would have been all right. But I just forgot to keep feeding it. Get wrapped up with all the guests. Once we get downtown, I'll take you down by the river, and I'll walk out to the river. You guys can see what that looks like. I'll hit the post office again real quick. Well, once I have the starter going, I just got to remember to put it in the refrigerator when it's not being used to keep it dormant a little bit. Don't know where she is, Howie. Sorry. Not a fan. Slow down a little bit. You guys can see the overlook a little bit. Do the tourist thing here real fast. There you go, guys. Beautiful sight. Now remember how big it is. When you get down by the river, it's not near that big. Very close. Highway road ends about a mile up. Thank you, Miss Rebecca. Reminding people to hit the like button. Train depot on the right. It's not a very big town. So I think Willow downtown is a little bit smaller than it is here. During the winter months, Ed, we have a friend that has a shop in town, and they close down for the winter time, and we park on their property where I have access to a plug to plug the truck in to keep the engine block from freezing up. In the summertime, we park at the depot. So I'll probably come in late March and move the truck over to the depot just in case the river floods up and it starts breaking up in April and May. Yeah, we throw them a couple $100 to let us park there so we can plug in, for the use of electricity. Really good people. They were some of the first people we met, in person up here. I have talked to a few other people prior to being up here. There's downtown. Don't sneeze. Down there at the pavilion, we have our Friday Night Live at 5. And it is 7 degrees here in Talkeetna. There's a fabled fair view. And something's getting built. There's trusses on the ground. Wonder what they're putting up. And there's the pizza joint. It's really the only pizza joint in town. But it's good. Yeah, I gotta stop and check my mail again, Ed. So we'll just get out here and I'll walk you guys out to the river and you can see the difference in the size of the mountain. Well, it actually looks kind of big today. Probably because it's clear. Alright, give me 1 second. Get my hat on. And my gloves. This is a friend's father's Airbnb here. He's got 6 or 7 buildings and he lost a lot of property in the flooding in the springtime and the summer. And I see open water still. Yeah, that cabin right there was way out there, and when the river eroded the banking away, even with all the rocks out here, it made a mess. But here's Talkeetna. And now you can see the mountains. Let's see if I can zoom in a little bit here. But you can actually see open water, which is unusual for this time of year.
Walker and Hunter, and Denali. Yeah, you guys didn't get a lot of snow. I got friends in Ontario and a few other places. They said they didn't get a lot of snow. But water goes under the ice right over here. But this, hang on. This area here, where the snow drops down, was out there by another 40 or 50 feet. And then down that way, it was probably out there closer to 100 feet until all the flooding happened and messed it all up. And right around the bend over here is where the Talkeetna River comes in. And there's 3 rivers that meet here. I know it's the Talkeetna, the Susitna, and I think the Chalitna. Ed, tell me if I'm right or wrong. And nobody ice fishing on here. I'm trying to keep you guys kind of leaned up because there's dog poop everywhere. Nobody wants to see that. And here's the truck. It needs a bath desperately. I'm surprised my headlights are still clear. Chalitna, okay. Yeah, it was close. Come on, get in there. There we go. Actually, I've had done but good luck with this Ford. It's done well with me. So I can't really complain. It's got over 125,000 on it and hasn't had any issues. And we'll go back through town, then I'll go to the post office, and at that point I'll shut you guys down until the train gets here. Like I said, once the train gets here, I'll start it back up, and you guys can see the actual process for getting on board and going home. I've got to finish packing everything up in the truck and get everything into the totes. Yeah, and the big building you see on the left is the Fairview. And the red building on the right past this trailer is Nagley's. That's our local convenience store. I'll do a circle around this area here and show you guys a little bit. And these are the old section houses for the train depot. This is where the operators used to get on, is over here, but now they've got the proper train depot. Looks like they might have a couple people out working. How old am I? I'm 51. I'm old. Everybody getting their snow machines ready to go up on the tracks. A couple nice sleds. I like the way he's got his saw mounted. I might have to look into that. You're older, huh? There's Nagley's. You get a good view of Nagley's now. Find about anything you need in there, from snowmobile belts to fishing gear to food. Yes, I know I don't have my seatbelt on. Stop thinking at me, truck. It's the voice. Oh, I see some of the ice sculptures are still up. Huh. Now somebody's got plowing. They put a lip there at the entrance to the post. Nate's working. Give me a second. Let me just run in and grab my mail, see if there's anything in there. And then we'll go to the train depot and I'll shut you guys off. Take a minute. No mail. Hey, you got the wave that time, Ashley. I'm not a super big guy. Used to be a lot heavier than I am now. I'm about 200 pounds now. 6-7 years ago, it was about 250. Right, Ed? I know you're the one starting it. You got the Talkeetna Airport over on the left. Ed knows that place well. That's where his transportation is. So now that you got that trailblazed, Ed, you can get back and forth easy. Yes, 250 is just fluffy, Matt. No, there's snow machiners around. That's what all the guys were down at the trailhead for chase, getting on their snow machines to go up into the bush. Ashley. Only a couple people got their cars stored here this year. Shannon Cartwrights, a few others. Oh, Ross is already here. He's just parked down there. Oh, I bet, Ed. Can't wait to see what my trails look like when I get home. And we'll just hang out here for a little bit until Ross comes over and brings me a tote. And I can get everything loaded into it. Really? It blew it over that bad, Ed? So you got to redo all the trails? Hey, Matt's garage. Yeah, it's got to be a pit, Ed. It's a shame you can't get it all set up and keep it that way until you don't need it in the spring. But that's a long ride, man. What did it take you, 4 hours, 5 hours to get home that night? It's a long trip either way. Not one I think I'd want to be doing.
One of these days, I've got to get a mountain sled like you have, Ed, and try to get a proper trail put into the chase area. But with the steepness of the hills that I have, I know the tundra is not going to cut it. Oh, there you go. Oh, only 3 hours? That's not so bad. That's not so bad. Right, Matt? You know, the good thing is you just got to follow his trail. You know, had the wind picked up before he went home, that would have been a different story. It wouldn't have been so easy. 28 miles, okay. Yeah, one of these days we got to try to, if I can get a mountain machine, we got to try to meet up in the middle somewhere, Ed. Maybe a fun little trip. The all around me, for those that don't know, it's the foothills, and it gets quite steep. I have been able to get to a few places, but not as many as I want to. Honestly, Howie, I don't know. I'm still learning a lot about Alaska. I mean, I know some. All the research I did when I was younger, and as we're getting ready to come here, but never looked into the climbing aspect of it. Are you talking about foot climbing or snow machine climbing? Mountain people? I'm sure there's mountain people. Talking about mountain climbers? I just had a notification come up about the Iditarod. Drinking my coffee. The only way I can get my Dunkin's coffee is by bottle stuff. Full of all kinds of nasty chemicals, I'm sure. Anyways, guys, I'm going to hop off here. I've got to call Sarah, talk to her, and start getting myself organized and into the totes once they get over here and get everything ready. And like I said, when the train gets here, I will start the live again and show you guys what it's like on the train going home. I'm retired, Howie. Been retired for about 3.5 years. I was a shipwright for about 25, 30 years, as well as a journalist. I will, Matt. Like I said, keep an eye out around 11:30, 12 for the train ride aspect of it. I'll put it up on the live again as well. You guys have a great day, and look forward to seeing you guys in a little bit. Yes, the best phrase, retired. It was a great decision, trust me. Anyways, we'll talk to you guys in a little bit. Thank you all for showing up, chatting, and thank you, my moderators, for helping as much as you do. I appreciate y'all. And we'll see you probably in about 3 hours. Talk to you soon.